In 2020, we contributed about 13 billion to the economy from the taxes we paid. And in this 2021, it is estimated a 12 billion will be made from us. Yes, the government does not consult how we want our money to be spent.
Let's hold them accountable.
You are right, but why wait? Accountability starts now. Listen, right now we do not have access to potable water, stable electricity, agricultural products, and equipment to increase our food supplies. There are limited health care services available to us. This year we have a total revenue estimate of 25.7 billion, and only 45% of that goes into addressing our needs. Look at how the pandemic exposed the weakness of our health system and the vulnerability of our revenue-making sector.
They are spending all the money on cars and allowances while we continue to suffer.
Exactly.
Budget boy, then what do we do now? This is very confusing for us. Tell us, what must we do?
May to June of every year, organize your community members, engage a member of parliament, and lay down your priorities for the upcoming budget. You and I were not prepared for this pandemic. More than 2 billion was already spent on COVID-19 activity. In addition, the Ministry of Health has a budget of 3 billion this year.
Subhanallah. Yet, the frontline health workers were on a sit-down strike for not getting their allowances from the COVID-19 money, with less medical supplies in my local community.
This is it. Even though the estimated revenue is 25.7 billion, the government expenditure plan is 31.7 billion to meet their fiscal target. Meaning, our country has a fiscal budget deficit of 5.9 billion.
Billions! Do you know how many wheelchairs we can buy with that tax money?
Unfortunately, the budget document is not transparent enough for us to know. Every expenditure line in the budget must be transparent enough for us to know what the priority of the government is. We are in election year, and the IEC has an approved budget of 314 million. Chee! We continue to take loans, and as a result, 5.9 billion of this year's budget is going out for debt servicing. Meaning, 17% of our 2021 budget is going out to pay loans. The executive branch of the government has the responsibility of creating the executive budget proposal, and they must consult us before preparing the budget at their comfort zone. The National Assembly does budget oversight, meaning they can cut a ministry's budget and give to another ministry or department, or in fact, save the country some money instead of spending unnecessarily. Then once National Assembly approved the budget and it becomes law, the executive goes into budget implementation mode.
Then why not we ask Parliament to cut their budget and create a budget line for the purchase of wheelchairs and other public needs?
Parliament can't create budget. They can, however, do a bilateral with ministries before the tabling of the executive budget proposal. Remember the case of Gambia Participates and the Parliament at the Supreme Court?
Oh, that's the 54 million loan created by Parliament and later stroked off the National Assembly budget by the Supreme Court. Oh, budget boy, you know everything about this budget.
If we all learn how the budget works, then we can stop the government and the parliament from making those unwanted decisions for us. The government cannot cook for us food we do not want. We should tell them how we want our meals to be prepared based on needs.
That's my budget, boy!
The budget is arguably the most prudent document of every country. Public budgets are structured to provide goods and services to the people for a defined period of time, which must be accounted for. The budget outlines the government's source of money, where the money will be spent, and the government's priority for the fiscal year. Let us all participate to know our budget and get our priorities into the budget we want and ensure financial discipline in the public sector.